Hello and welcome to day number 38 of the 100-day video challenge that I have set for myself in order to be more consistent at posting on YouTube and get better at talking in front of the camera. Right there, right there, right there. So today was really cool. I got to take Em to work and after that head on out back to the boys and help out at Cliff and Renee's place, which included actually being able to do two really cool things in the one go. Number one was get to ride on Remus, which is one of Cliff's main horses. He's a Spanish grey and he is one of the most well-trained horses that you could possibly get the opportunity to ride on. Also, I got to lead my first ever trail ride around, which was very cool, with two wonderful ladies that had paid for the experience to go on the trail ride. And it was all the result of me offering up to help out wherever I could, and also saying that in the 3 years that I've known Cliff and Renee, I've never actually ridden Remus. So the two things sort of combined forces today, and I got the opportunity to do both, which was really cool. And it was all from me like putting myself out there more and just talking about the things that I want to do. Like I want to learn more about doing the trails and training horses and all those sorts of things. And also trying to ride different horses as well, because one of my goals is to be an international jouster, which requires me to actually train on different horses so that when I go overseas, I'll be able to ride any horse that I'm actually put on. That's the whole goal, basically. And also today was like helping out a mate. Cliff wasn't feeling so great, so sort of got like a trifecta of activities today. And it was really cool whilst on the trail ride. I actually knew one of the ladies who had had stalls at Crowell Castle previously, which we got to talk a bit about the castle, how she's been going with her art forms and that sort of thing. And the fact that she was out there with one of her new friends. They barely knew each other, but they'd started to do activities together and that sort of thing. And she was terrified of being on a horse. And given 3 years ago I was back in that same space, I was able to facilitate being more confident on a horse for her, like to build her confidence in the fact that she was on one of the safest horses that I've ever known out of the existence of my life, which is Imperious Merisma. I was going to say Imperious Remus, but that's not right. And it was really cool to see within the hour span how much both ladies got so much value out of being on the horses, and the fact that all the fear that they were currently experiencing in that moment, I could relate to and reassure them that the horses that they were on were good, the tracks we were on were good, because I'd done them before myself. Even though I was on a fresh horse that I didn't know, riding wise, I still took the opportunity to push myself that little bit more today, to try a different experience and see how things go. If anything happened, it was straight on the phone, everything would have been fine. So it was like being able to expand whilst also being smart about, okay, if something did go wrong, what was the protocol for getting help? And because that was sorted, I felt more confident in being able to just do a little bit more. And I feel like that's very appropriate for anything we sort of try to do in life, because sometimes we can go a bit gung-ho into something and not have like a little bit of a backup plan. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be something that if for whatever reason it was more of a, I'm going to say like a physical danger sort of scenario, like being on horses, that having the backup plan is very smart. Sometimes you don't need too much of a backup plan. It just depends on what the risk is. So being able to see like a new thing that you'd like to try and then take one little step back, being like, okay, is this dangerous? Do I need a little bit of help somewhere? And actually getting those resources into place so that when you go to do the thing, if things go wrong, then it's not like a hard hit at the end. It's more like a, yeah, that sucked, but it's fine. We can move on with it. So that was one of the coolest learnings of today. And I'm super looking forward to doing way more, especially when Tommy grows up a bit more. I'll be able to train with him. Dark Lord is currently still in recovery mode after he got his leg caught in a fence. He's okay. It's just got to take time to actually heal. And yes, a very excellent day. If you're partaking in anything new or scary, I encourage you to take that step outwards. And like I said, if it is something a bit more dangerous, just have a little bit of a plan in place, but then have a go at the thing. Like, see what you can do, because it's better to have a go than have a regret. Better to have a go than have a regret. That sounds very Australian. I'm going to leave it on that note because I thought that was pretty cool. Thank you all so much for hanging out as always, and I will see you in the next video.